Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it, I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check 24. Check 24.
Here is Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw his line. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
We go! 90 Wolf!
On 2nd and 9. Lock. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Check out. 390.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a first down throw. Locke on the screen. This is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd. Ready? 8-3. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
6-6, bullet high. Check. We're wrong.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming this way. Here we go. Hey, check. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Not here. Deuce.
Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Both second. All right, 622. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. Check hot route. Hot on. Shoot.
Locke. And Tate's got it. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that way.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Locke. This is caught. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, Mexico. Check 4.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check out. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check out. Red 80. Get in with us. 58, boy. 58. 58 is Mike.
Luck on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Set 30 base.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Second turn defense. Second turn defense.
Now Eckler. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Look out! Ready! 47. I'm coming! 47 Mike! 47 Mike! Mike 47!
Now Lund under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now it's Locke. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, but sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A big 30-yard play on third. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
Luck now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Check out! 90! Tighten up, tighten up.
From the 38, Luck. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
11 V. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get this. 58's the mic. 58.
On first down, it's Luck. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Luck sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times.
Filet,
there you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some sparks.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
3rd and 16.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 52. Kill.
From the gun, here's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's Locke back near his goal line. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Break. Mike 51. Know your job.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Broncos get 1 score closer. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Crosby connects on the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick up the ball. Come on.
On first down, Love. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes, right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go. Come. Smooth. Shoot.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, exit. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Locked to throw for it on 4th. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42.
Keep doing that. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brent.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 58 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
but
one of our guys.
She's singing too.
No, she's at least
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 54, Broncos 7. Michael Badgley to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Watch the edge.
On first down, Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Check out. Right there. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Locke on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Badgley's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Locke on the bootleg. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. 20. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chargers 64, Broncos 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. You got three down. 80 weapons. Check. Hey, check 24. Five.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Pick your game up. Whip. Watch the whip. 12. Under 10.
It's Eckler again. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Watch the curl. 11 feet. Hey, Haywood. Mike, 58, right there. It's our time, guys.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.